Ladies and gentlemen, Wagwan! Welcome to another episode of the Rough Week Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to the Weeklings.
Shouts out to the
baby
Weeklings,
mamas, supreme
the baby mothers,
gentlemen.
the supreme gentlemen, everybody who's ever supported me, and also shout out to anyone who's ever doubted me.
Yeah, shout out to all the haters.
Because I'm coming for your ass.
Shout out to the haters. Haters are mad right now.
We're not supposed to curse in the first minute.
Thank you to everyone who's continued to make this the most liked podcast on the planet.
Thank you very much. I know last week we were up to 68 million likes.
Yeah.
So
new world record.
A new world record. I'm trying to get to over 8 billion likes.
Yeah.
More people than there are on this planet.
Yeah. You guys need to each make 1 million burner accounts.
Yes.
And then each one of those burner accounts needs to like the video.
And then once you do that, if you do that, then we should just start an MLM.
Yeah.
We should just fully start MLMing.
Just a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, we should start a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, you know, Patrick Bet David, his business was just a pyramid scheme.
What was it? It was something about insurance?
Yeah, I looked it up. It was just an MLM. It was a pyramid scheme.
It was him, like...
He sold his pyramid scheme for like $300 million.
Do you know the business?
Nah, I can't remember the specifics.
Yeah, no, I heard he had an MLM, but I don't know what he did. I didn't know what he did.
I remember when I was reading about it, I was like, this is legal.
Yeah, no, shouldn't be legal.
Yeah.
But we should start one of those.
We should start an MLM. That'd be good.
I think that'd be cool. What would it be?
Okay.
We sell the rights to like our podcast.
Yeah.
And you get 10 people to like our podcast and they'll like your podcast.
Yeah. We sell guys pictures of our feet.
Yes.
And then we incentivize them. You get 10% of every feet pic of ours that you sell to other people.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But you just got to recruit people in to also sell feet pics. And then you sell them feet pics.
Yeah.
It's so funny how dumb.
There's got to be podcasters that are doing MLMs in the form of like sponsorships.
Well, what's affiliate marketing, isn't it?
Affiliate marketing Isn't
affiliate marketing where you like get a cut of the ad? Like, let's say I go code Rough Week at, whatever, at Gymshark or whatever. And then,
I think you get a cut of the sale, right?
Yeah.
You get a cut of the sale.
Right. I guess that's not really affiliate. That's not really scammy.
No.
That's just like commission from a sponsorship.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound that bad.
No.
But that does sound like a way to like get a free ad, kind of.
It's insane, like, to the amount.
But to the advertiser's credit, it's like you're probably only doing affiliate marketing if you have like a smaller podcast.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to do that unless like, a big one is going to sell tons and tons.
I wonder with like the Athletic Greens, are they in the green? Like, are they profiting?
Because they spend so much on ads?
Well, they obviously have like a ton of VC money. And the VC money has gone exclusively to podcast ads.
Right. And it's so funny.
So they probably just blasted out like $100 million.
There's just a direct line between like venture capital and fucking, Theo Vaughn. It's just literally like it's just a guy in Manhattan just handing money to Theo Vaughn. And then the Athletic Green guys are like so in the negative.
There's 9 lizard people paying Bobby Lee.
Right.
Indirectly.
And then
but
you're like, is Athletic Greens even making any money? It's like, and they're like, making any money? What are you talking about?
It's also hilarious, like...
Some people, VC people, talk about profit. What do you even... What? Profitable what?
It's also never something like...
black what?
It's never something like Bounty paper towels.
Yeah.
Like something that you just are going to need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Paper towels. Use toilet paper, whatever.
I think the boner pills are probably profiting.
Yeah.
Chinese, you go to a Chinese factory, they have off-brand,
a lot of them are
Viagra.
Hilarious, like, oh, this is fully unnecessary.
Right.
Ridge wallet, hilarious.
It's just a wallet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing.
That seems pretty normal.
I guess so.
That's almost like buying paper towels.
Yeah,
Let's not burn every fucking advertiser bridge we could
possibly
burn.
Sorry about that. No, Ridge Wallet's a great product. It's very necessary. Well, if you don't have Ridge Wallet, you yourself.
Well, this is what I think too. Is if you go like based on necessary, it's like you'd advertise for nothing.
Yeah, true.
And then if you wouldn't even need it to advertise.
This
is my dad's take too, but he's too he hates commercials so much. It's like,
yeah, you've told me about this
because he grew up on TV. I think people who grew up on TV, they have this thing for commercials where they're like, I'm gonna kill everybody involved with commercials.
Well, it's funny that people complain about the ads now on YouTube videos, podcasts, etc. It's like, do you remember when we all watched cable and that a SpongeBob episode was 22 minutes long?
Right.
There were 8 minutes of ads.
Yeah.
The ads were over a third as long as the episode.
Right. And then they would interrupt so aggressively.
Dude, you'd watch a 5-minute section, a 5-minute segment of a TV episode, and then you'd watch 2 minutes of ads.
Yeah. That's it's a lot.
It's crazy.
That's why every time you watch a fucking sitcom online, it's 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh.
Over a quarter of what you're watching.
8 of the 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Was ads, was pure ads. But there was something kind of nice where I don't know, maybe it's different. You could just walk away.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I just walk away, or you'd maybe talk to the person in the room with you.
That's what's nice about sports.
Sports, yeah.
Change the conversation.
Yeah.
Hang out, talk.
So funny. I was trying to watch basketball with my girlfriend last night.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Was she just talking?
She doesn't know a single thing. It's almost impressive.
She knows the ball goes to the hoop.
I mean, literally that much. I was trying to remember what she said. I go, if you played basketball, what position would you want to be? And she goes, oh, good question. And she goes, the dunkette. I was like, what? The dunkette? She goes, I don't know.
Dude, I gotta touch grass, honestly. I need to touch grass.
You been too online?
No, I mean, I've just been
gooning?
I've been gooning with sports. It's sports gooning. I've just been watching basketball, and we had that dynasty draft. It lasted 8 days.
Oh, yeah.
8 days.
Yeah.
And we're all talking about every pick. Dude, I think we picked...
You blew your load on sports.
So, 25 times 12, 250, what, 375?
25 times 12 is 300.
Oh, yeah. 300.
300.
So we picked 300 players. 300 players.
300 players.
Picked 300. Dude, at the end, we're picking guys that aren't... Dude, I drafted guys.
There are 25 teams on each... Or 25 players on each team?
Dude, I drafted guys that are going to play as much football as me. I drafted guys that are 7th round running back.
And you're like, well, he's practice squad right now.
Yeah, dude, 100%. You're drafting practice squad guys.
I mean, that's insane.
I drafted J.K. Dobbins. He's currently unemployed.
Nice.
I drafted a guy who's not on a team.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a
works
job.
at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Nice.
You have one more job than J.K. Dobbins.
Very impressive.
You have...
I am
100% more job.
I'm doing as much football.
Yes, you're playing as much football as him. You're a part of as many teams as him.
Yes. That rocks.
And he's on my fantasy team.
Let's go.
And he was
it's a fantasy for him as well.
He was not even on the tail end of the draft.
He wasn't drafted.
In our draft.
Yeah.
I drafted him 15th round. I drafted 10 guys after him.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, this year, you talk about the dorkification. You're dorkifying yourself.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, it's brutal. It's really I was going crazy.
I'm having a fun intro into basketball. I go, this SGA fella.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Dort was going nuts.
Lou Dort? That was his first good game in a while.
Dort was going crazy.
Yeah, Dort heated up last night.
He hit fucking a bunch of threes in the fourth.
Jokic, 44 points, 15 rebounds.
Unbelievable. Still lost.
Unreal.
Dude, Jokic, did you see that three he hit where he just...
Unreal.
He just walked he did a hook shot.
Dude, he does that all the time.
I mean, no fucking sense. And then they cut to the crowd. It was in Oklahoma City. Yeah. They're all like...
Yeah, dude. He shoots like this. He goes like that.
Yeah.
He shoots like an autistic gamer.
Right.
Shoots like a gamer that's playing basketball for the first time.
He
shoots as well as Klay Thompson.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's 44%. He's just...
Yeah, that was nuts. So I'm watching it, and, I got to say about basketball, too many fouls.
Yeah.
They got to change it. They have to make it a more physical game, or I will never be a big fan.
And you're watching the playoffs, which is way less fouls than usual.
It's unwatchable. It stops every 2 seconds.
Well, that's the big critique on SGA.
Is that he gets fouled a lot?
Yeah.
Why are you critiquing him for being fouled? That's
Guy's
not his fault.
bait. Dude's bait. Brunson's a big foul. I love Jalen Brunson. I'm not here to slander Jalen Brunson.
What do you mean he baits?
You can bait a foul. So if I pump fake, you jump forward, and then I shoot, you foul.
You can.
It used to be worse.
It's kind of like soccer.
Sort of. Trae Young and
Flopping.
James Harden.
It's kind of like flopping.
They're big floppers. Now, so you could still get away with it. Like, you pump fake, they come forward, you just take a shot, and their whole body's draped over you when you shoot. That's a foul. So you're foul baiting. You used to be able to do Trae Young and James Harden would fling their bodies forward into the defender and just shoot the ball into nowhere's land, and they would call a foul.
Yeah. Did they get rid of that rule? They were like, you can't do that.
Yeah. Trae Young that was his whole game. It was like unwatchable.
Yeah, no, I just think there's too much fouling. It's too slow. This is my solution, though. Just make it physical. Just go, it's not a foul anymore. You can kind of hit them a little bit.
I like
just
that.
Loosen up the regulation here just to because stop and start is like brutal.
Yeah, but basketball,
I also think penalties in football, there's too many.
Yeah, that's the problem with football.
Stop.
And football's not that fast-paced
It's
in between
so
the penalties.
slow.
Football's slow in between the penalties.
It sucks.
That's the thing. Basketball's
football.
fast in between the penalties.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I got in a huge argument with my buddy yesterday because he was saying, dude, there's a certain archetype. There's a dude who likes hockey, white guy. And in 2012, when LeBron was on the Heat, they started saying, basketball sucks, the same team wins every year. And they've just rode that no longer relevant opinion out for the next 13 years. And they just go, basketball's the same teams every year. I go, football, it's literally the actual same teams
every year. But that doesn't make it bad. Also, it's like, there's something cool about dynasties. Don't we like dynasties?
I hate
Don't we like dynasties? Don't we like underdogs? Isn't it nice when you go, it's normally the same 8 teams, and suddenly, two of them aren't? Oh my God, and one of them lost? Like, that's the whole point.
I mean, you're talking the wrong guy.
Also, basketball is the most socialist sport.
Yeah, I mean,
the what's it called? Salary cap really allows for much more equity in the sport.
Dude,
like, compared to fucking baseball and football's socialist sport.
Football is a salary cap. Dude, football, the same teams are in the Super Bowl every fucking year.
Yeah.
Now, the Chiefs are in every year, and either the Eagles or the Niners are in every year. And dude, here's the other thing about football. If your QB sucks, not only do you have no... Dude, it's so depressing. My entire life, the AFC has been dominated by 2 teams.
Yeah.
My entire life. Mm-hmm. And they've been teams that kicked our fucking ass.
The Pats and the
Chiefs. They humiliated us.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing about football. If your QB sucks, number one, you got no shot.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Absolutely. Nowhere.
It's over.
It's over, dude.
Yeah.
The Colts have no shot.
I thought it used to not be true. Dude, my Bucks won a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, because their defense was so cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Bucks defense? I was 6, and
yeah.
I vaguely remember. I remember Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, what's his name? Barber. Rondé Barber?
Yeah.
Come on. There's
Rondé
another guy
Barber
named
rules.
Dexter something. Fuck. But he had like 2 picks in the Super Bowl and won the MVP. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, the Bucks were... Yeah, no, that was sick. Really, now if you...
John Lynch? Fucking freaky-ass John Lynch?
John Lynch rules.
He looks like a fucking eraser.
Yeah, John Lynch rules.
He looks like a human eraser. He's like...
I think still, though, you needed a good QB.
We had a very mid QB.
Because it was like, most of the time, Brady, Manning, and then between those ones...
There would be random ones. I feel like...
Let's see, Manning won 2, Brady won 7. Mahomes won 3.
Well, that's after.
So let's say Brady won 7, Mahomes won 3, that's 10.
There's
Manning
like a
won
West
2.
Coast offense thing that starts to happen in this time.
Breeze got 1, Roethlisberger got 1, Rodgers got 1.
Yeah.
That's 13.
Yeah.
Hurts is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got 1.
Yeah.
I mean...
That was a good Super Bowl. I liked that
Nick
Super
Foles
Bowl.
won 1?
Yeah. Mid.
Eli Manning won 2. He wasn't that good.
He was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
He was good.
But he wasn't top of the league.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was still pretty excellent.
Yeah.
And he's a Hall of Famer.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Eli winning 2 Super Bowls is like...
sports? Sometimes I worry.
That's like Kirk Cousins winning 2 Super Bowls.
Are we boring our Weekling fans with sports?
That's better than talking about fucking stand-up.
That's true.
Here's the other thing about quarterbacks. Dude, if your QB sucks, the game is unwatchable.
Yeah.
Football with a bad QB. This is why I hate college football. All the QBs are horrible. It's so boring. Bro, you're watching 4-yard handoffs.
Yeah, I know.
It's a snooze fest.
It's a snooze fest.
It's a snooze fest. It's the game doesn't.
Well, then every other game is like UT versus Temple, and you're like, it's 47 to -12, and you're like, how'd they get negative points? And you're like, don't worry about it. It's college football.
And quarterback is way closer to binary than, dude. Every NBA team has a player that's awesome to fucking watch. Mm-hmm. The Hornets are horrible, but if you watch the Hornets, LaMelo's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So if you watch,
you can have a star on a bad team.
Yeah, dude.
There's no star. It's tough to have a star on a bad football team
because it requires the QB.
Yeah.
And if your QB stinks, it's horrible to watch.
Who's a star on a bad football team?
Star QB or just
any star player? Like who's the Jags? Like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who's like a stud?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Who's he?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
He's nasty. Malik Neighbors is the best example.
Malik Neighbors, yeah.
Malik Neighbors is a stud. He's on the Giants. The Giants are horrible.
Who'd they just get? Jackson Dart?
Yeah. He's going to be terrible.
Also, hate the name. Another SEC name, dude.
Sick of them.
You can't be
Gunnar
named
Stockton.
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
It's Jackson Start and Gunnar Darkston.
Dude, it sucks.
It's yeah, dude. It's like I'm Chandler Buss.
Yeah.
Everyone's name is like fucking.
It's like
it's Daxton Fish.
Yeah.
Like, what is this name?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, you know what it is? It's like every...
Dude, it's literally like a guy's having a kid. He's like, all right, baby. Look.
He going to play in the SEC.
I know he was born eight minutes ago.
Yeah.
But he's going to Ole Miss. We're naming him Braxton Hunter.
Yeah, dude, his name is fucking... It's Braden Truck.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like what it is. It's like... it's almost like... It's a very specific, like... Tennessee young white family.
Yeah.
It's like oddly specific.
Bro, you know they wanted their kid to be a QB since he was in the fucking
Jackson Dart?
Yeah, dude. They're going, yeah. I know you're only 6 months pregnant. We're naming that kid Dalton Bolt. I know our last name's Johnson, but he's going to be Dalton Bolt.
Yeah. That's Colton Catch.
Yeah, dude.
And Frisbee Throw.
Frisbee Throw.
Dude, it's becoming like... I don't know if it's white it's not white trash.
No, it's
but
just
it is
Southern. It's SEC.
Yeah, it's like
Southern.
antebellum, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh lordy.
Oh yeah.
Oh lordy, that's little Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I imagine all these guys
like
growing up on plantations.
Right? No, it's a Candy.
Yeah.
It's Candy from Django.
Yeah.
That's who
DiCaprio.
it's Leonardo DiCaprio is every one of their fathers.
We gotta name the kid Jackson Dart.
Well, salutations, Mr. Dart.
He's gonna be stronger than any of the slaves on the field.
We're gonna make him raise slaves.
Man, you think those boys out in the fields are strong? Wait till you see Braden Colt. My baby boy.
I like they can make money.
NIL?
Yeah, they fully just have contracts now.
Yeah.
Fully just make money, which is good.
I like NIL.
I like it.
There's going to be less depressing.
I don't like the trading, I think, or what's it called? The portal. The portal's a bit aggressive, you know?
Yeah, you just leave.
You just kind of dip. But also fuck them, dude. You're gonna get more money at fucking wherever? Go.
Dude, there's
fuck
so
em.
many guys.
Fuck them.
There's so many guys that are so pissed that athletes aren't going to go broke anymore. I think there were guys that liked that stat.
Of course they did.
There were dudes that loved that 72% are broke in 5 years stat.
Because they want people to, like, suffer for their entertainment, and then the idea that they're not is somehow, like, they're getting, like screwed over.
Everyone's
really
also,
chewed me out of,
dude, right?
Like, what are you talking about?
Everyone's also such a bitter...
Nothing is more expensive.
Everyone's a bitter little pussy now, dude. I
Me
swear
too,
dudes
yeah.
are, like, bitter that they're not pro athletes.
I mean, psychotic.
Dude, they'll see, like, Aaron Gordon's contract. They're like, $40 million a year for Aaron Gordon. I'm like, he's an NBA player. They all make $40 million a year.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I also, like...
He doesn't work with you at fucking Geico.
Look, I think that guy should be taxed to death, but I don't have any problem with him getting a $40 million contract. I have no problem with that.
That's what NBA players get paid. What are you talking about?
That's like also, you know what it is too? Is like, first of all, their careers are what? 10 years?
Yeah.
If they're good, 10 years?
Yeah.
How long is his $40 million contract for? A couple years? 3-4 years?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, this is a third of his entire working career. Mm-hmm. And he's probably going to make less as time goes on if he doesn't improve.
Yeah.
Like, so you go, okay, like, he can only work for 10 years of his life. So you have to factor that in. Most people work for 50 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's still making like
years.
ungodly amounts of money, but it's also like, that's what the job fucking pays.
Of course it's what the job fucking pays. Also, like, how many of these guys go broke because they're irresponsible and they get bajillion-dollar texts when they're fucking 20?
I loved
a bunch of them.
I saw a JJ Redick interview.
Yeah.
And somebody asked JJ, like, how are NBA players going broke? And he's like, well, now they just don't.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't blow $350 million.
That'd be impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
I have 100 Lamborghinis. It's just something retarded.
You want to gift Trump a jet?
Yeah.
You pay for a jet? You buy a jet?
He's like,
give Trump dog?
Yeah. Is there a big MAGA basketball player?
Ooh, in the NBA, not really.
I wonder why.
No.
There's no big MAGA guys.
Wigs tend to be liberal.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And there's not enough fucking CTE for them to...
Yeah. Every Chet Holmgren is like, oh, it's really fucked up what's like happening to people.
Yo, oh God,
like,
no.
Really like if you like expand your mind and see who really pulling levers.
I feel like they have like their politics are like they're like Talib Kweli lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which you're like, I guess respect.
Yo, people still in shackles.
The shackled is the mind, and the mind is the master.
Yeah.
Master of the master, master man. White house, why is the house white? I'm just trying to get my house painted for my little daughter.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, okay. Food stamps, mail the stamps. Everything's word association for some reason. It's all word association. Liberal politics.
Yeah, if the White House was black, then the house would be an apartment.
Projects, what you projecting onto me? Project, what you working on the railroad all the live long day.
Every football player's MAGA.
And then it's like, people hurting, people dying. Yeah. It's all just like,
yeah.
Can't you hear them cry?
Try to kill her. They want us dead in the ground.
It's all just like, what's that called? Conscious rap?
Oh yeah,
it's all just conscious rap, like R&B breaks. It's like their politics.
When I was a kid, I liked Common.
Yeah, Common's good. That album B is very good.
I love that album.
It's all Kanye West production.
The beats are great. Have you listened to it recently?
No. Is it all like?
It's a little.
It's like that.
It's a little.
It's like sculpting the mind of the youth. YMCA.
Yeah.
It's like, why is everybody gay here?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
It's all more like, I found the meaning of life in the center of a heart, and then I looked into the sky.
Yeah.
That we're all a part of something bigger. And then it's like,
and then it's like, maybe.
Yeah.
There's an amazing Kanye West sample.
The best.
I looked into the sky and the birds flew above. I looked into my heart and it was filled with love.
Yeah, that's every song.
I go inside my girl, it fits like a glove.
Great.
We're gonna start a family. I don't want to have sex with other ladies. I just want a family.
Dude, those albums were for 16-year-old white boys, for sure.
I listened to it in late high school. I remember finding that album.
I think when
this is cool.
Dude, you're a 17-year-old white boy living in a nice single-family home.
And you're just imagining inner city Chicago.
Yo.
It's funny to it's funny to listen.
This guy gets it, dude.
It's funny to be in Buffalo or Tampa, just honky world.
Yeah.
And then just like listen to Common and just your mind's eye goes to this, the South Chicago.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, at least there's hope out there.
You're living like a mundane, meaningless, painless life. And you're like, dude, this guy's like a flower growing through the ashes.
Dude, it's like a single flower growing through the sidewalks of southern Chicago in the winter in the projects. That's kind of my vibe as well. It's kind of how I feel in art history class.
Dude, you ever think about how funny rap beefs are? Like there's something so
now
funny
they're
about
pretty funny. But I feel like back in the day when people actually killed each other, there was some stakes.
Then it was serious, but now it's just like, he made a mean song about me.
I'm gonna make
and he's spreading rumors about me. I'm going to make a mean song about him, and he doesn't even know the rumors I'm going to spread about him.
Yeah, and then the news is like T-Pain. What's his name? What's the one where the big one was that Drake had a kid. Yeah, Pusha T. I'm sorry, I sound like a 50-year-old white guy.
Yeah.
T-Pain, Pusha T.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That T-Pain.
Ice-T, whatever. Ice Cube.
Yeah, he came with the receipts. He had the birth certificate locked and freaking loaded.
Yeah, so he has the tale of Adonis or whatever the fuck it's called. And you're like, the big news is that he had a child that he hid from the world. It's like, yeah, if I was Drake, I would hide my child from the world.
Yeah.
It's a responsible thing to do. You don't want everyone knowing you're Drake's son.
And then Drake said, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid.
Ooh! Because he's 7 and he can rap. And he's got a beautiful porn star wife with the freakiest BBL you've ever seen in your life.
By the way, big fan of Timmy Chalamet.
Timmy Chalamet.
On GP. I like Timmy Chalamet. I also love that he dates Kylie Jenner.
It's an odd pairing.
I love it, though, because he's the most respected actor of his
generation.
He's
still, like, kind of gooning with his own personal girlfriend choice.
Dude, I love it. He's the most respected actor of his generation.
Yeah.
And he's dating a Kardashian with a fat ass.
Yeah, big fat BBL.
That fucking
like,
rules.
Plastic girl. I don't know. I don't find Kylie Jenner particularly attractive.
No, me either, but it's like...
She looks like a doll.
Yeah, but Timmy's getting his rocks off. He's trying to get
Timmy's
his
for sure getting his shit slurped up.
Shit slurped up.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. It's cool to make Dune and then go get your shit slurped up by like a porn star.
Yes, exactly. Dude, just to, like to be like,
he's like, I'm Bob Dylan. He's getting his shit slurped up. He's a method actor.
Suck it from the bag.
Oh, it feels great, Kylie. Wow. That feels good.
Yeah.
He comes inside her. How does it feel?
I said, come over to my house. Why don't you bounce that thing on me?
Bouncing on my dick bouncing.
Shake them big fake titties right up in my face.
Kylie's in the basement sucking on my penis. I'm on the pavement thinking about my penis. Kylie's in the basement sucking on my penis.
I was titty fucking a whore that I met on Instagram.
I want him to do like the weird word association, Dylan, but he's just about getting cum.
Dude, he's getting
his shit slurped up.
He's getting his shaft waxed, dude. I like that. I like that's because like you'd expect that guy to date like a classy A-list actress who's also respected.
Yeah,
like you'd expect a Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie situation.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think that's where Timmy Chalamet's in. You know,
a Zendaya, maybe.
You know, the thing about like Leo's out here getting his shit slurped, but Leo's getting his shit slurped by like rando runway models.
Yeah,
that we don't know the names.
No, it's all like designer drug stick.
Yeah,
skinny 19-year-olds,
which is still kind of par for the course for those guys.
For sure.
What's not par for the course is dating a fucking Instagram whore.
Yeah,
I
agree. It's a very Gen Z move.
It is, dude. It's just a gooner move.
It's a gooner move.
He's really just one of the fucking boys. He just likes to watch the Knicks. He wants to get his shit slurped by a chick with a big BBL, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's a man of simple pleasures.
Yeah, I respect it.
Right? He likes college football and basketball and beer and fucking big titties and ass.
He's really like 180'd in my mind. I thought, who's this twink? And then now I'm like, I love this twink.
Unreal PR campaign.
Yeah, good for him.
Dude, and you could tell he's like, he's totally telegraphing it, and I respect it, and it's working on me. Because like he posted that he was watching the Knicks game instead of like paying attention to the Met Gala. He was at the Met Gala just watching the Knicks game on his phone, and he like posted it, and he's like, "This game's crazy!" Like midway through the Met Gala, and I was like, "I see what you're doing here.
It works.
It's working on me."
How about you just don't go to the Met Gala?
Right?
Why do you got it? Maybe he might be like literally business incentivized to go to the Met Gala.
Yeah, he probably gets paid. Like
I'm sure a manager is. Yeah, he probably gets paid a lot, and his manager is like, "Please go."
Yeah,
like it's PR wise, you need to go to the Met Gala.
Yeah,
like, please go. And he's like, "Oh, so gay."
He loves comedy too. He likes like podcasts and shit.
Really?
Yeah. He likes like our friends' podcasts and comedy.
You know this?
Yeah.
From a personal thing, or was it a thing he said?
I I don't think it matters, but he did SNL, and he told them that he wanted to do every sketch he was trying to pitch was like, he was like, could we do like a Tim Dillon type thing?
Oh, wow.
And they were like, no. And he's like,
that's cool. On. Okay, okay, that's cool.
I bet he listens to fucking Matt and Shane and stuff, dude.
I don't doubt
it. Dude, he's just a bro.
He's just kind of one of the dudes.
Kind of a bro. That is one of the nice things. Even though New York is TikTok world,
yeah,
dudes are bros everywhere now.
Yeah, there is a bit of a homogenization going on.
And those guys, maybe it's just biased because we do stand-up and they're in the crowd.
Great audience.
Zinachino guys.
Great audience.
They're fun.
Dude, if there were 26, 20,
frat guys?
Timothy Chalamet's vibing out in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show.
But that's the thing is, like, obviously, if you're in Alabama, if you're in fucking Georgia,
yeah,
you're going to see frat guys, like bros, Zinachino bros.
Yeah.
But also, if you go to fucking the Lower East Side, they're also Zinachino bros.
Yeah, those are probably just the brighter ones who ended up getting like tech fucking internships or whatever the fuck. Or
yeah, but they're all the same thing.
Dude, they're all like
whereas
fintech.
Like women, they vary more.
Were you the one who sent me that article?
Oh, man.
That was brutal.
The article in The Cut about the West Village girl?
Ugh.
Dude, the funniest line. So it's this article about how basically what we've been bitching about when it comes to New York City crowds, that everyone in the West Village, every chick is like a 23-year-old TikTok girl who has like a seemingly infinite disposable income.
Yeah.
And lives in the most expensive neighborhood in the country, and she drinks like matcha, and she goes to like Pilates class.
Lives in like a $5,000 a month apartment shithole in the West Village.
And their whole life is about like espresso martinis with the gals, with the girl pops. Girly pops. Yeah, and dude, the funniest line in the article is one of the girls he interviewed, the journalist. She said, "You can wear a Cartier bracelet and still support immigrants." So you can wear a Cartier love bracelet. That's what she called it, a Cartier love bracelet.
Yeah,
you can wear a Cartier love bracelet and still support immigrants.
I don't think you can. I actually don't think you can.
It should be illegal.
I think you can't do both of those.
Dude, and then the girl did like a get ready with me makake thing.
Right,
being
she
like,
talks about the article.
The Cut for having, I think it was such a cool experience.
Yeah,
and every comment was like, "I hope you die."
Yeah,
you ruined my family was here for 4 generations. You pushed us out. We hate you.
It's completely. It's like the article is about the death of New York City culture and gentrification.
Yes.
And you're like, "What's up, girly pops?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's so funny to then make a TikTok promoting the hit piece on you and not knowing it's a hit piece.
Well, dude, part of me goes, maybe she's 3 steps fucking ahead, dude.
I don't think so.
I guess, but it's like she might as well be because the results will be the same.
Well, the thing with those girls, those girly pops, the West Village girlies, is their life, regardless of what you and I want, is going to be nothing but net.
Yeah.
They're going to be shooting 100% from the field. They're batting 1,000 no matter what. So she could feel like she's 3 steps ahead because she's so beautifully oblivious and ultra wealthy
that it doesn't matter.
It will never matter.
It never matters.
Nothing catches up to people.
I know. That's why I just want to, like, you ever just want to trip them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one trip.
Just kick their one leg behind the other one.
Yeah, they don't even have to fall. They don't even have to fall and hit the ground.
I just want to see you stumble.
Just a stumble.
I just want to see you stumble.
Whoa. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That's it. That's all. Just a quick trip.
Yeah, that's...
I'm not saying I don't want to judo toss them down a well. I'm not saying that.
That article was very validating for me. Because...
Dude, of course, it's like,
that wasn't talked about enough, dude?
No! I felt like I was taking crazy pills.
Bro, and it wasn't like that. I was like, dude, I lived here 3 years ago. It actually wasn't like...
Yeah, something happened.
Dude, it's pandemic.
Pandemic rent costs?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But I think during the pandemic, the lockdown sucked, and a lot of people that are from New York, born and raised, they get sick of it, a lot of them.
Yeah, they leave.
I mean, it just wears on them.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, an 18-month lockdown, they were like, fuck this.
We're gone.
And a lot of them are like black people and Puerto Ricans and stuff, and they didn't want to get vaccinated. And you need a vax card to get in anywhere.
Yeah.
Except I went to one bar where you didn't need a vax card during that time, and it was like a bar for Haitian boomers to go dancing. It was in like Flatbush.
Yeah.
And these like Haitian boomers were like doing the fucking bachata with each other.
They're doing the kumpa.
Yeah.
It was the kumpa.
Yeah, the kumpa.
Dude, I took a kumpa class.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
No, please.
Well, because I had a lot of friends of Haitian descent in Orlando, and they thought it would be so fucking funny because they were all at UCF with me.
Okay.
A lot of them went to UCF, and then there was a Haitian Heritage Club, and they had Kumpa night, and there was like an instructor, and they did Kumpa classes, and I went.
How'd you do?
Terribly. I was watching Chris Renoir do it.
Yeah,
smashed it.
Just a natural.
He's a great dancer,
but black dudes, it's also
but he even amongst. I'll say it, even amongst black people, Chris Renoir is an unbelievable dancer.
Yeah.
He's just got moves. He's just one of those guys who's got moves.
There's such a confidence, man.
And he's had so much confidence.
I'm a deer in the headlights out there.
This is what I think.
I am full of fear.
It's 180. You know what I mean? Like me, I go, I can't do this. He goes, we're dancing? Thank God there's something to do. I love dancing.
It comes naturally to him.
What is that feeling? I've never had that in my life. What in a tarnation? So he's smashing the Koopa. He's like, it's like salsa, like where you're like kind of dry humping to a little bit.
And he's like killing it.
He's smashing it.
Yeah.
He's with some fucking beautiful Haitian queen.
Dude, I used to, when I was a kid, when you'd grind, I would just go.
Nice.
And I wouldn't really move my feet.
Yeah.
And it's a white girl.
I never ground.
Buffalo. So she would
have no ass.
It's just awkward.
Just the spine rubbing up against your belly button.
Yeah, it's like Tourette style fucking mini humps. It's really got to be awful to watch.
Yeah, it's probably a nightmare.
I took a dancing class with my ex-girlfriend because she loved dancing. And I was so bad at dancing that she thought I wasn't trying because I didn't care. Mm-hmm. And we got in a huge fight about it. And I had to be like, I'm sorry, I'm just really bad at this.
She can't believe how white you are.
She couldn't believe how white I was.
Yeah.
She thought I was like, fuck this thing. I'm not
thought
even
it was fuck you.
I'm trying my hardest right now.
Please
I was like
stepping
on her feet. It was like a fucking rom-com.
Yeah.
It was brutal, dude.
Dude, this was like, I got into an argument with my girl about this with clothes.
What?
I go, what do you think of these clothes? And she was like, no. And then I go, what about these clothes? And she goes, no. She goes, are you serious? And I'm like, I don't understand jeans. Please help me. I go, that's why I ask you. I go, that's why I ask you is because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's funny to get indignant about being an idiot.
Would I ask for your help if I knew about fashion? No.
Would I ask for your help if I wasn't a huge dumbass?
Because I'm an idiot. I can't choose what clothes to wear. I don't know how to put them on.
Dude, literally. It was like the part. And then she goes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
2 days ago, you weren't here. I put my underwear on my head. I'm a moron.
I have a sock on my penis right now because I'm a retard.
I have no motor skills. Just like coming unglued.
I just fall over. I have two different shoes on.
Dude, my girlfriend and I.
It's so funny.
We got in an argument again today. Again. We've gotten in the same argument 2 or 3 times a week the entire time we've been dating. So we've probably been in this argument 600 times.
Yeah.
We've had the exact same argument 600 times.
That's how relationships go. People might look at that and go, whoa, that's bad. It's not.
No, dude, we fight about the exact same
normal.
thing over and over and over.
And then you always, as long as you're not like, I don't know, as long as you're not like, what's it called? Like building and building and building on the same thing. If it's the same thing every time, then it's like, that's just how that works.
No, we're both faithful. Neither of us are like jealous in this weird like what were you doing tonight thing. Like some people are in that fucking horrible shit. You got to go to therapy. But like neither of us have that. There's also like we're not mean to each other, so we don't have this like you were really mean to me thing.
No.
Like it's all just about cleaning the house and my lack thereof.
Yeah.
The cleaning. It's like unbelievable.
You gotta go to home ec.
Bro, I just don't. And I have the same answer every time, and she just goes...
She doesn't believe you. Or she can't believe it.
She just goes, that can't be the end of this.
You're right.
That can't be... Because I leave her with no solution.
Yeah.
My explanation, which I believe to be irrefutable truth, is that it's objective reality.
10 toes down, I'm not budging an inch.
No, it's objective reality. Dude, you could crunch the numbers any which way you want.
Do you go... I'm guessing, is it... You literally don't. It does. The thought does not occur to you.
Bang.
Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. I don't know what to do about stuff like that.
I go. We align on a lot of things, and our personalities overlap. We're different people, but we're similar in a lot of stuff. We like to do a lot of the same things. Yeah. We have the similar senses of humor. Mm-hmm. and we enjoy whatever activities, travel, blah blah blah. Our families like each other. This cleaning thing, we are on polar opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We are as different as we could be about
If you spend enough time with someone, you're going to run into one of those.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, my girl, I think it's like planning stuff.
Yeah.
I go, I don't plan shit for shit.
No, it's like you're a Marxist and I'm a neo-Nazi.
Right.
Like we're just not going to...
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
It just doesn't go.
You're a barista and I'm a fucking Proud Boy.
Yeah.
We're not... There's no compromise.
Uh-huh.
We can't meet in the middle because it's so far away from both of us.
Yeah.
The middle is so far.
Right.
What you want...
She wants it spotless and for you to help make it spotless.
Yes.
And you go...
She wants the house to be spotless, and I could live truly happily in Squalor. I did for years.
Yeah. Me and my girl are pretty similar in that. It was like, we like it clean, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We're like pretty spot on with cleaning. And also, both of us kind of like it. And we'll get into moods.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is her definition of a pigsty is my definition of the house looks nice. So my idea of the house looks nice is her idea of we live in squalor.
Yeah, it's tough.
We're so far away from each other.
Yeah.
And I realized when I was single, and this is classic, like, single dude fucking frat boy shit. Mm-hmm. I didn't ever have to do the dishes because I didn't use any dishes. I would use one dish and clean it.
Right.
I didn't cook anything, so that I didn't even own pots and pans.
Right.
I didn't actually even own pots and pans. Mm-hmm. I would never cook anything.
Dude, this is super normal for dudes, which is weird. Dude, my old roommate never went to the grocery store.
No, I wouldn't go to the grocery store.
Not like he's never, like, it was like he's been a couple times. And I go, have you, when you were single, did you eat out for every meal? And
yeah.
He was like, yeah. I'm like, that's insane.
I, by the way, don't believe that it's like I think going to the grocery store is a good way to save money if you're living like a human, but you can eat out and be broke. You can be poor and eat out. There's plenty of options, especially in New York. $1 slices, $6 sandwich. Like you can string it together. And
I agree, but if you're smart, the grocery store is cheaper.
I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just, dude, rice and chicken.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, you can buy 12 servings of rice for $2.
But I think a common misconception is people go, how do you afford to eat out all the time? It's because he's eating garbage. He lives like an animal.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, he buys one pizza, and that's all the food for today.
He spent $11 at Domino's and got 5,000 calories of food. Right. And he ate it over 2 days. So he spent $5.50 a day to eat plastic pizza.
I agree.
And he was fully satiated.
Right. No, I agree. But you could buy like fucking apples and bananas and live off $5 a day and be pretty healthy.
Exactly.
You could buy. Dude,
I think in a lot of
chicken.
Cases,
you buy a whole chicken for like $8 or $10, and you buy a bag of rice.
Yeah,
and you're like, that's like 6 meals for $10.
It's also like once bros.
That's not how I go to the store. I'm a gay homo. I buy the nice shit.
Think about a bro who's making okay money. He can go to Chipotle twice a day.
Oh yeah, of course.
$40 a day, $1,200 a month.
I saw someone crunch the numbers on Chipotle.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm saving money. But that guy ate at Chipotle every day.
Yeah, Alex Hermosi.
Was that him?
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
He's a fucking real freak.
He's a scammer.
Yeah, big time.
He's an MLM guy. Mm-hmm. Because he
Acquisition.com.
Well, because what they do is they sell courses.
Yeah.
The course is a kind of Ponzi scheme.
100%.
Because you go, I'm selling you the ability to sell something else. And it's like, this is moronic.
Exactly. Instead of it being a product, you're selling them a skill set that they'll then use to make more.
Right. It's retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be illegal. Yeah. Anyway.
But, no, bro, there's a lot of dudes out there. Seen Chipotle twice a day.
Yeah.
Say $1,200 a month on Chipotle. Over the course of a year, that's like $15,000.
Yeah.
And then let's say the guy's rent is $1,000 a month. He has roommates.
Right.
That's $12,000. So between
$27,000.
all his food and his rent, he spent
$27,000.
So if he makes like $60K a year,
he's got plenty of money.
Dude, I'm telling you, there are bros living in expensive cities. They live with their boys. They eat Chipotle twice a day. They're living life.
Yeah.
And they're enjoying themselves.
Right.
It's just a bro life. I used to just let my fucking dirty laundry pile up, put it into bags, take it down to the laundromat, pay them $13, and they would wash and fold the whole
best.
thing. Yeah, wash, fold, vacuum seal in a plastic
Chang.
bag. Yeah, Mr. Chang, your old guy at the laundromat.
My old friend, Mr. Chang. And you know what's so funny? I asked my roommates, I go, is he really named Mr. Chang? And they go, I don't know. They just called him Mr. Chang.
So funny, dude.
He was the best.
Yeah.
I miss Mr. Chang.
Dude, also, you're going to love this. So I'm arguing with my lady about this. And she goes, I make all these sacrifices for you, blah, blah, blah. And I go, I make sacrifices. When I lived alone, I didn't grocery shop. I didn't use pots and pans. So I didn't clean the pots and pans. I didn't do any laundry. And then she goes, yeah, you still don't do any of those things. She goes, I do all that. She goes, I go grocery shopping, I cook, and I clean the pans, and I do your laundry. And I was like, fuck yeah. You're actually totally right.
Just clean the kitchen.
I know.
Here's a good compromise. Every time she cooks, you clean.
Yeah.
That's over. But
True.
then she's going to go, you didn't clean it right.
We actually came to a couple compromises today.
That would drive me up a wall.
Yes. So here's the thing. We came to a compromise today because she's flexible. I go, tell me to do something. 2 compromises. 1, let's get a little whiteboard for the chores. Because sometimes you ask me to do something, I got to go do something else. I got to do pod, I got to show, whatever. And then I'll never think of it again.
Yeah.
And she goes, I asked you 3 times. And I go, because I forget about it within 10 seconds after each time. Until the 3rd time you ask me, I have nothing to do right now. And I just do it.
Yeah.
But if you put it on, if we have a little reminder board.
Yeah.
I think maybe that would help. A visual representation of the work to be done.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, I said once.
Or you could just write it down.
I could, but I'm not. I'm not gonna write it down.
Just put it on to do on your phone.
Yeah, but then I'll just not do that.
Okay, whatever.
I know myself. That'll be gone, dude. These things, I'm so tunnel vision. These things will be gone.
Yeah,
it'll be gone.
Are you familiar with weaponized incompetence?
Yeah. I think I'm a big proponent of that.
It feels a little weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I mean, what did you do growing up? Did your mom do everything?
Dude, my mom kept the house spotless, and there was also a Jamaican lady that would come and clean.
Here we go.
She gave her $50. And the big cherry on top, my room was upstairs. The house comes like this, and I had the little attic. It was disgusting, and my mom never went up there.
Oh, yeah. You had your own little hovel.
And she really wouldn't. I had a hovel. And she wouldn't let guests up there, like if our cousins came in.
He doesn't have a room.
His room's disgusting. Don't go up there. She'd go, don't go up there. It's gross. And then nobody would go up there. And it was my little fucking hovel.
Yeah.
My little cave.
It's just jizz on the wall.
Dude, jizz all over the walls. Come everywhere. Yeah.
I guess so,
So I was just jizzing all over the walls.
But I had to help with
with
some of the mainstay stuff. You know, I had to do, towards the end, I was doing my own laundry. Towards, like, high school, I was doing my laundry. We'd always have to clean the kitchen together. That was, like, a big thing in my house.
I had to clean the dishes.
My dad would cook, and then everybody else but my dad would clean. That was the deal.
Yeah, that's how we were. My mom and aunt would cook, and me and my cousin would do the dishes.
So you can do the dishes.
I don't mind doing the dishes. It's not. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't go, fuck, I hate doing dishes. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
She goes, can you do the dishes? And I go, I'm on my way to a podcast right now, but yes, I'm down. Then I never, ever think of it again.
You don't come home and see the dirty kitchen?
Genuinely, it just, doesn't go in.
This would drive me crazy.
No, it doesn't
I'm
go
kind
in.
of team your girl on this one a little bit.
It's like
if I lived with you and I was doing as much as she was, I would hate you.
You ever see like a movie where there's a scene that's like POV from the dog's perspective?
Yeah,
and the dog's like looking at a little goggles, and he sees like the shoes, and then he grabs one.
Yeah,
and then he sees the door.
Yeah,
and then he goes out it. That's like what I'm looking through.
You say you have dog brains?
I have basically dog brains. Yeah. I just go put my shoes down. I gotta take my shoes off, and then I go, "Where's my computer?" Do it, and then I grab it, and then I start working on it, and then I like stop, and then I'm like, TV, remote.
Yeah,
where's the remote? And then I go, I'm hungry, and I just like the only thing I see is the fridge, and I just walk in and get like an apple, and I leave.
Yeah,
and like nothing
registers.
I appreciate zero scenery.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I took
like a beautiful bike ride the other day. I swear to God, I didn't really see much. I think I just saw the road in front of me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to focus on the bike a little bit.
But I think a normal person would have taken in more visuals.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
don't know, dude.
Look, I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay, I guess fair enough. I don't know. I'm like a domestic guy.
Yeah, you're good at that stuff.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a hobby. Even though all my plants died.
It's also like a maturing thing. There needs to be another phase of me.
I think so.
This can't just be.
You got to go to like daddy daycare.
Kinda.
A little bit, dude.
Yeah.
I can teach you how to do anything.
I also need her once I start doing it, go. Leave.
Oh, that's a fair ask.
Get away.
That's a fair ask.
Like, don't
micromanage.
Don't micromanage, and almost don't even talk to me.
Don't even manage.
Don't even come near me.
Yeah.
Just let me finish the task.
No, I hate that.
I like to pop in some headphones.
Yeah.
And just do it.
Yeah, I hate that.
You know?
No, but I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I'm pretty much like in charge of the kitchen, and that's about it.
I'm like a real freak about getting distracted too.
What do you mean?
If I'm doing something, I can't be. Don't fucking start a conversation with me.
Yeah, I can't do two things at once.
No.
Yeah, I can't do two things at once.
I have no capacity for
it. I'll be cleaning the kitchen. My girl will talk to me. I don't hear her. I don't even have headphones in or anything. I'm like, huh? What? I think I have like a smidget of the ADD thing, even though I don't really believe in it.
No.
Part of me doesn't believe in it. Another party's like, I think I have it. Which is maybe why I don't want to believe in it.
I don't think that many kids have it. The amount of kids I hear that were just like
on Adderall,
snapped on Adderall when they were like 14.
That's my problem with it, is like the drugs. Really. I really don't like.
I think it's lazy parenting.
I also go, part of me goes, adult ADHD. I go, brother, you can't be 35 with ADD.
No.
You just don't. You just can't. Sorry.
This is just your personality.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't have that. I guess, sorry.
Don't you think it's lazy
completely
parenting,
arbitrary?
Though?
What?
Don't you think it's like my son Billy gets bad grades and he's loud during class, and then you just give him meth to try to solve those problems?
But then it does, is the problem.
Yeah.
That's the real problem, is that it works perfectly.
I know. But it's like, I don't think that... Also, I think if you taught him the right things, maybe his personality would be different. If you had raised him correctly...
Yeah, nah. I mean, dude, when's the last time you hung out with a fucking 8-year-old? Probably recently, you fucking pedophile.
There's some polite little 8-year-olds.
There's some polite 8...
Whoa.
And I'm not just talking about the ones locked up in your basement. No, look, dude, they're fucking jumping off the walls. They're kids. That's what they do.
Yeah, but there's different types of kids, and you could always see how the parents act. In it, you
of course,
see
yes,
how the parents behave towards the
all
children.
All this stuff is for sure true, but at the same time, I go, brother, some 9-year-olds they're gonna 9-year-old, dude. They're little spazzes.
But I think 9-year-olds.
It's good if they are. That means they're like probably healthy and they have like energy. That's good. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, they're going to have energy. You want them to have energy, but I don't know. I think the parents have a huge factor. Like, the parents have a huge amount of sway in how the kid acts.
Yeah. Well, I guess if it's like, if you talk out in school again, I will murder you. You think they just won't? They probably won't do it anymore.
I distinctly remember I started giving my parents... Dude, my parents were like strict up until a certain age. I had great grades, and I was like a lovely little boy in class. And then puberty happened, and I just started acting like a little piece of shit.
You think they could have done something different?
I think they kind of hung up the cleats. They hung up the cleats. They kind of gave up. I understand why they gave up.
Yeah.
I was a little dirtbag. But like also if they had tried, I think if they tried harder, I would have acted better.
Maybe, yeah.
Honest. I think they hung up the cleats. I think they were just sick of doing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I think they were like, he's almost a grown man. I think it started like they tried to fix it from like 13 to 15. Yeah. 13 to 6. And by the time I was like 16.
They gave it 2 years.
You had like 3 years.
Yeah.
And then...
That's what I'm saying, though, dude. It's a little bit like they did give it 3 years.
Yeah, but I think like in a perfect world, if you were like a really dedicated parent, you would run it from 13 to 18.
Yeah.
You'd like those last 5 years of adolescence, you would just really hammer it hard. You'd be kind of a tiger mom, kind of helicopter-y. Mm-hmm. Dude, there was kids who had great personalities. Like, they were fun, kind of wild guys, but they had great grades because their moms and dads would just kind of get up their asses.
That's interesting.
Their moms and dads just stayed up their asses.
Yeah.
And the kids who were like fucking doing blow and shit, their parents were like junkies.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
They give a fuck. The parents are like buddy.
I've heard this thing, like, my French family was saying this, that, like, what?
What was your French family saying?
What are you laughing at me?
What were they saying? No means yes?
Yeah, well, my uncle's a skunk. No, it was like American parenting is like backwards in that they're way too loose on little kids and they're way too hard on like older kids. So like
interesting.
They think you should be kind of like a dictator from like 0 to 13. Like they're just kind of like on your fucking ass about everything, and then eventually they're like, okay, now that you're like 14, you can like kind of do your own thing.
That's way more logical.
Yeah,
you've built the skill set.
Exactly,
mind.
that's the idea.
You've given them.
You hammer it into them when they're like, not like that. You
hammer it into them.
You hammer it into them.
You put your hammer into them.
You put your hammer into them from 0 to 13, and then they're kind of get old.
This is the French parenting
this
strategy.
Is the French pedophile strategy.
When they're 6 years old, you just put your hammer into them.
Yeah, you put your hammer into
them. You
really
hammer them.
Right. So like you're just,
and then by the time they're 14, you're like, I'm not.
Well, you're gonna go, well, milk's sour.
You're not even hot anymore.
Yeah, they're kind of mid now.
Yeah.
So you basically just do that, and that apparently that's because like the kids in like a city in France are very. They kind of do their own shit. Like they kind of like live with you. Is like kind of what I was described.
Yeah,
it was like like you don't really know much about their lives, and you don't ask because it's like they're kind of like little adults. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like it'd be weird to know about like your 16-year-old's like dating life. You'd be like, I don't just come home at a certain time. I don't need to know who you're porking.
Yeah,
that's none of my concern
for sure.
Which makes more sense. It's like they all have their own little, and also like. In France, too, it's like I heard this about Paris in particular that like they kind of have large social groups of teenagers like in a way that doesn't really exist in America that are pretty independent from their families. Like they go do shit. They go. It's kind of like you play till the lights come on.
Yeah,
they kind of do that, but in high school, after high school, they have like a whole life. They go to school and then through the day they do shit with their fucking little network of French children friends. And then they come home at night.
Interesting.
You
think in America they don't do that? Because I feel like I see roving groups of teenagers.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just don't think it's the same. Like every day you just kind of don't see your kid. Like he comes home at night.
Yeah. I don't know. When I think about like...
It's to start they're like, it's to start detachment from the family.
That's cool. I like that.
It's like, let's just lean away and eventually become independent. Whereas like, in like their teenage years, they're like, "Where are you going? Who are you with? What's going on? Are you at a party? What the fuck?" They're on their ass.
And at this point, the kid is smart enough.
Right.
His brain's developed enough to find loopholes, to know how to lie.
Right. That's almost part and parcel of the thing, which is something I didn't understand, and I think I was too stupid or like too autistic to like put that together.
Which is,
I should have been sneaking out.
Oh, okay.
I would just like I would just ask my parents, "Can I go do this?" And they'd go, "No," and then I'd go, "Fuck," and then that would be the whole thing.
Yeah.
What I should have done is gone, "Damn it, what the fuck," and then just snuck out and then just left. I could have.
I was always looking to game the system, just whatever.
Right. I didn't game.
Little scheme, harebrained scheme that I
should have been
come up
scheming
with.
more.
I was just going like, what do I have to do exactly what I want?
Yeah.
What little plan do I have to devise?
Right. And then just like if you get caught, I think I was like. I really hated getting in trouble. So, like, the idea of getting caught was really a deterrent.
But that's great for the parents.
Right.
That rules.
That's the ideal, I guess.
But when I was a kid, I realized, like, when I was in high school, I was like, when you get in trouble, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it's like, my mom's mad at me every day.
Yeah.
So if she's mad at me again...
It makes no difference.
She's already mad at me.
It makes no difference.
So now I'm just going to do what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all a wash now.
Right.
Going into the endless bucket of
I guess like I don't know, they could have taken away. I had a car they could have taken away. I had like all this stuff they could have taken away.
Yeah.
A car, a computer I really liked.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
But then it was like
you just dealt with it. You just did prison style workouts.
I mean,
you were in your room.
They would just fall asleep. My friend would just come to my house.
I know. That's what I easily could have done. I just never did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I snuck out a couple times, but nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing that weird.
But parenting's got to be so hard, because if I think about like what my parents would have had to do to keep me in line,
it would have been like a full-time job.
Dude, they would have had to be like
drill sergeants.
Bro, they can't have lives on the weekends.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get in trouble, so they have to go. We're picking you up at 11.
Yeah,
So now they can't do anything. Their night's shot. And they have jobs. They want to hang out with their friends on the weekend.
Right.
But it's Friday night, Saturday night. My kid's an asshole.
Yeah.
So I have to show up to his friend's house at 11 p.m. and pick him up.
Yeah.
I cannot let him stay over.
Back then they couldn't attract you, though, so they might not have been able to tell where you were.
Yeah, but if you just go, yeah.
How would they know? I guess they have a short list of places you could be. And they
or
have to
like
search around for you.
The homework thing. Like, so I never did any of that. But what you would have had to do as a parent is go, show me exactly what you're supposed to do tonight. Yeah. And then you have to the kid shows you the blank thing and go,
okay, now
I'm going to come up
done.
there in 3 hours. I want to see it done. Show me the finished product.
Yeah.
But you're really like a fucking drill sergeant.
That's what I mean. It's like you got to just instill it. That's why you got to instill it. You got to fucking hammer it in.
Yeah, because you got to make them want to do the shit.
They have to like understand that there's some external paternal force that's going to beat your ass if you don't, and that gets like locked into your brain.
Yeah, I just knew I was going to get my ass beat, and I was like, you take your lumps.
I think that's why girls are better at this stuff. It's because they care a lot more about like their mother like screaming at them. Yeah. Whereas like a dude can just like kind of be like, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, care. I mean, my parents whooped my ass, but I was like, all right, I'll get my ass whooped.
Yeah, it's fine. So they're not really hurting you.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're maiming you.
No, they're not maiming you.
Got a cast. You know?
Yeah. And even times my dad really kicked my ass, I was like, I'm fine.
It's fine.
It was jarring.
Yeah.
But it's like, other than the initial guttural fear.
Yeah.
The lizard brain in the moment. Ow.
There's not too much of a deterrent.
No.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
This is making parenting sound awful.
It's brutal. It's got to be the hardest job in the world.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not.
Dude, I thought roofing in July.
As a redhead.
Dude, you getting sunburn? I'm peeling flakes off.
Turns out there's ladies.
Dude, really?
Taking DVDs out of DVD players.
Dude, you're driving them to Dairy Queen. Really? Yeah.
Should we talk about the Trump jet?
Oh, the Trump jet? Yeah. Fucking $400 million gift, huh? Nice. What do you think they want in return? What does Qatar want? What could the royal family of Qatar really want? Don't they have everything?
I mean, they're pretty loaded. I mean, it's like...
He's just promising them Joe Burrow. He's just going to send them Lamar Jackson. We're delivering our
greatest players.
We're sending Jordan Love in a boat to Qatar.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what Qatar wants. I'm too ignorant to know. I mean, just good relations, continue buying their oil. I don't know.
Yeah.
Continuing buying their oil. That's all I can really think of. Because they're oil rich.
He just wins, huh?
He just
stacks up W's in a really fascinating way.
Yeah.
He never seems to get got.
I mean, the tariffs were pretty embarrassing.
They were embarrassing.
But he does that thing where he goes, I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes, he's not embarrassed.
It was a great idea. People don't realize how great of an idea it was. We've changed the country for the better
They hit him
forever.
with the this is the plan all along.
Yeah.
Which you go, that's the classic dumb liar move.
That, and also
I was kidding.
It's also his last term. I think he's just like, I don't care if I fucked up.
Yeah, sitting ducking.
What do I need, my poll numbers to be good?
Well, that, but also...
For my death?
Yeah, but then also he could, like, he temporarily, like, shocked the economy pretty brutally and then immediately paused it because of that shock.
Yeah.
And then goes, I was just kidding. I'm actually not going to do that.
I mean, it's the conspiracy theorist in me, but I still kind of wonder if he just
does it on purpose, buys a dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it dipped like 5% in a day, and then as soon as they did the
pause,
de-escalation, the pause, it shot up 5% in a day.
Right. It's an easy, quick, it's a quick 5%.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
And if you're putting billions in.
Dude.
Yeah.
If you put $1 billion in, you made $50 million.
$50 million.
In like a week.
Yeah, and you knew ahead of time he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely that aspect. It's interesting, too. It's just, I think what they land on, it was pretty easy tariffs.
I was saying on stage, it sounds like like it was like a Qatari YouTuber. Like they were like, we gifted Donald Trump a $400 million jet.
He has to eat 20 filet fishes inside in 45 minutes. If he does not, he does not get jet. It's just Mr. Beast.
Yeah. The last oligarch to leave the circle doesn't get the jet.
Mr. Beast, I'm going to eat 100 filet of fishes. I'm going to eat 100 inside the jet. For every waffle I ate in the Waffle House,
Today, me and Prince Al-Abukbar will be playing Among Us.
We're playing real life Among Us, as you can see. I'm dressed up like a little ghost astronaut guy.
Me and President Ping will be doing real life Squid Game.
Me and Xi Jinping are going to be playing Life-Size Connect 4. Yeah, I mean, it's just Steve will do it here. He's going to be... We love Steve. He's going to do it. That's what he says.
So funny.
Yeah, dude. I mean...
Let's see if I can turn this penny into a $400 million jet.
I'm going to trade up from a paperclip to a Qatari jet.
Turn a paperclip into a postcard, which gets turned into a blood money jet.
They're saying it's blood money.
Yeah. I think they're saying it's blood money.
From what?
Do the Qataris have blood on their hands?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Everybody's got so much blood on their hands. I can't even tell.
I mean...
If everyone's got blood on their hands,
nobody's got blood on their hands.
Right?
Then they're just hands.
Yeah. Bloodless hands.
Bloodless, clean hands. I think, are they associated with Hamas? I don't know. I don't think so. I know the Iranians are. I know.
I mean, we're also like a propaganda arm of Israel.
Yeah.
They're blowing up babies. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think, you can't be critical of Qatar without being critical of Israel. It seems a bit hypocritical.
I mean, who cares? I mean, these people they're completely blinded.
Yeah, I mean, they're also just looking for a gotcha with him. This is the eternal problem with Trump's critics, and Trump is just looking for he's doing this fucked up thing.
Yeah, they're trying to make it... Well, the thing is, what happens is that if you do that enough times, people are so deadened to it that they don't notice anything.
And they just start to assume you trivialize it. So they go, you always say this about him.
Yeah, because they do always say it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is trivial, and they're correct.
Yeah.
Or they're just
sometimes
wrong.
It's heinous, and then people are going...
Well, the other one...
Same shit.
The other 12 were trivial, so I can't even tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't even make sense. They're trying to have this one big moment, and you're like, brother, he's already... a year and change into his second term.
They're just so behind the eight ball. It's like, you let this guy
out.
dominate the media cycle for a decade.
Yeah.
And all of it's been this reactionary fear mongering.
It never worked.
No, it never worked. And now it's just everyone's numb to it.
It's the same playbook for 12 years. It's insane.
Nobody cares.
You didn't switch it up at all.
No.
Yeah. And so what? I mean, maybe there's... I don't know, the Saudi journalist thing was a thing. I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with the Qatari, though.
Yeah, that they killed a journalist. Like I said before the podcast.
Who has not? Let ye who is without the first death of a journalist cast the first stone.
Let he who hasn't killed a journalist
cast the first stone.
Also, killing a journalist is bad, but, I mean, the Israelis are putting up numbies.
Yeah.
They really...
Yeah, I was saying the journalist was a Palestinian baby, so it's kind of a neutral...
It's actually totally fine because the journalist was a 6-year-old Palestinian kid playing soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was near the fence.
Yeah.
So he had to get his fucking head blown off.
To be fair, the journalist was hanging out in a children's hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of his fault.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you're asking for it.
Right, exactly. But that was a Hamas lair. Yeah. And by that I mean a bomb shelter underneath a hospital. Yeah.
A Hamas lair, also known as a Chuck E. Cheese.
They're calling it the safest place on earth. A hospital with a bomb shelter in it.
Yeah. They're using human shields. Yeah. They're using the kids as human shields.
Yeah.
In the McDonald's ball pit.
Yeah.
So we have to blow it up.
Yeah, the play place.
Yeah.
It's a Hamas lair.
The petting zoo is clearly a lair for the Hamas leaders.
Yeah, no, it was a Foursquare court.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a hopscotch.
You think it's just kids playing mini golf,
right? But
they're using those kids.
Upon closer inspection.
Yes, there's actually a terrorist just ducking behind the kid while he putts.
The kid's putting
on the last hole.
He's holding him while he plays kickball.
Yeah, and he's just hiding behind him.
Right, he's in the dugout of the kickball court.
Yeah. We have to get him.
So we gotta. I mean, we have to.
Our hands are tied.
Our hands are tied.
Clearly blow up the dugout.
We gotta wipe out a Palestinian Little League in order to, because the coach one time gave $1 to Moscow.
Yeah. You think the kids are at Blue's Clues on ice? But who's in those suits? Who's skating around?
But who's
Hamas.
Yeah, exactly. Who's Steve?
It's actually Hamas on the ice.
Who's Steve? Who's Blue? Who's Paprika? Who are these people?
All the leaders of Hamas are fantastic figure skaters.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, you think they're just watching Bluey on TV.
Yeah.
But inside of the TV, a Hamas agent is hiding. All right, you want to wrap things up?
Right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a million, boys.
Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/roughweek, and please see me in Minneapolis.
See Luke in Minneapolis.
May 30th and 31st at Sisyphus Brewing. Sisyphus Brewing in Minneapolis.
I'll be with Mark Gagnon.
Gagnon.
I think the next one is probably going to be Austin, believe it or not. Cap City.
Yeah.
See me at Cap City.
The free speech capital of the world.
Cap City.
Cap City.
All right, bye-bye.
See you guys.